Good morning, Azeroth. It is the 6th of November 2024. Grab your morning beverage and welcome to the stream. It's another weekly reset, so we'll be going through getting all these weeklies banged out, earning up some bronze, so we can earn more of those delightful transmogs. Without further ado, let's get stuck in. Hope you're all doing well today. You're about halfway through the week. Take it steady, keep hydrated. You've got this. Let's see which set of weeklies we got before us. We did the looking for... Tubers can't make up their mind. We did the looking for group last boss on the raid for the first time last week. It wasn't too bad. There's a lot of bronze tokens from that. We'll do so again.
Remember
the participation quest. Answer our daily lore question. What's he got? Raise the main of Bristleback are two feuding tribes of which race Quillboars. This is correct.
The new moon guide you.
There you go. Go and grab all our other weeklies.
You need a hammer?
Hey Moira.
And an open hand.
Then Crummy.
It's so nice to see you. Good luck on your next adventure.
And I still find it odd they increased the regular weeklies for the War Within. Reward a load of tokens, but not all of these.
Have a good one.
One. Doomwalker, Shire of Anger, and the Stonewatcher.
See you around.
Go get those done. Right, let's get queued up. Hermes Codex. And then we want to do Imperial Seat, Queen's Fall. Go see if anyone's fighting those world bosses. Not at the moment. We'll come back for them. We'll likely have to use the looking for group tool. Set up our own groups. Go get on with the other weeklies we can do out in the world. Let's go see Indornagal. Curious if there are any more of those pinnacle story quest ones for those discs that we get every so often. There's been some interesting story insights and lore tidbits. Oh, I need to go and do my Great Vault as well. Morning, Runesh. Oh, it is as well from Brimp.
Machines must be preserved. Our repair
Experiments, what have you got to do?
Possible without you.
Time walking raid bosses or dungeons. We can grab that on our druid later on.
Stay productive.
Follow a dungeon for rep.
Return if you wish to.
Oh, that was quick. See if we can get our loot before we get chucked in. No. Because I wasn't doing as many delves last week, I don't know if we'll have ended up with enough to get the 616 gear from the vault. I think we might get one piece offered. Kiwi and set on the Demon Hunter. Forget when Demon Hunters mostly only have like demonic bones and bits of skin scrapped over themselves. Go, Crummy!
Correct, but they shouldn't be attacking. Defeating these meanies should calm them down.
We mentioned it yesterday. I'd be curious to see what the Karaji look like. Some modern setup and textures. It's fun going back and looking. The Obsidian Destroyer I now remember more from the Priest Hearthstone card. As long as it's been since I've played Hearthstone, I remember that one. It's like 9 mana, 4/8, taunt, comes back to life, had lifesteal. A nasty little minion.
This spot now looks accurate to history. Yay! I'll lock this in place, and we can move on.
Still wish this had been, I don't... When they first described it, I felt like it would be like an open world zone and not a scenario. So when it was a scenario, I was expecting it to be a little more... what's the word?
What the?
Full?
Distortions are bad enough, but now they're all floating. Perhaps if you jump through them, they
It's like if this was an open world event where you did all these same things, I feel like it might have gone over better. Because the expectation for a world event's different.
I need to get closer.
You know, if you're doing this kind of stuff out in the world, their expectations of doing something a little more lax.
It's too far away.
Whereas in a scenario, you would have hoped there was a little bit more to work with.
Another distortion corrected. Follow me and we'll head
Now, it
to
has the
next
vibe
one.
of like a time rift or something, but time rifts I think worked better. One for being something you just turned up to do. And for the huge amount of rewards at the end. The only reason really I see that people are doing this is for these bronze weeklies rather than any inherent reason. It's not like you earn a specific Silphus armor set or anything like that. I think that would have gone over a little better. They'd given you more reasons to engage with it.
I've had enough Scourge necromancy for one lifetime. If we disrupt them, it might fix the codex.
Oh, Chromie. We have definitely not seen the last of the Scourge Necromancy.
I'm out of range.
It'd be an interesting matter of who leads them, if anyone. Obviously, it can't be the Lich King. Or even Bolvar. Now with the Helm of Domination kind of gone and then reforged. Can't imagine the folks from Shadowlands being like, yeah, take this back. It's much more likely we'll just be dealing with loads of rampant undead.
We're back to normal Karaji rituals, and they're not attacking us. Things look good here.
Alright. That's 3 of them, and then we get boss.
That can't be good. That's Osirian the Unscarred. But the Codex amplifying his bad attitude. Be careful out there.
I think we'll be fine, Kirby. Res immediately. Trying to get the combat res, but I don't see the corpse anywhere. Oh, there we go. kind of amusing to see people go down. I don't remember that happening last week. It didn't have a cast bar or anything there, it just kind of exploded. Very strange. Fascinating.
You really helped me out. Just like you always do. Or is
You're welcome, Croby. I'm
first time?
not quite sure what happened there.
I can send you back to the caverns of time whenever you're ready. Speak to me when you're done here.
Very strange. Oh, I didn't get any upgrades. I think I needed to do a lot more tier 8 or higher delves to get them up. This is the first time it's been underneath, but we've been focusing on all these other world quests. Bit of a shame. Let's grab some tokens.
I have an extended supply of goods for Outlanders.
How many of these tokens have I got? Didn't say. Let me send in some of this Nerubar finery to find something as well. Where are these two? Oh, they're over there. I've got 12. I think the ruined quest's the main one I'm looking for. Yeah.
My directive has been...
Ooh, Warband one.
I have an extended supply of goods for Outlanders.
Oh no, hang on, Gabe.
My directive has
Come here, Garab. Take my garbage.
My directive is to serve you. The Titans will return.
Dinar bismuth. No. Alright, so we saw this for the first time last week. Wasn't that stressful. So I'm happy to jump in and get some bronze for it.
The conspirators are
And
here.
a big amount of bronze too.
After I kill them, I will expose the traitor and
Although a load of
our
people die into that last thing in Chromie's codex thing. Maybe it bodes poorly.
These insurgents in the name of Queen Ansarak.
likely to cover your own treachery. After I rend them, I will deliver your head as well.
I do like the fancy armor on the both of them. Still wish the story mode had let me run through the raid to see it all myself. I can always go through the other elements of LFR, I just don't feel the need to. I'll grab some food while we're here. I think we'll be fine with the 1 DPS AFK. It'll be fine. Oh, hello, Jeeves.
I will have your scars. Your lives are forfeit. Venomous sting.
Kill the ants. A bit of a voice crack as we go. Standing him. Still always feel the urge to off heal. I just like doing it more than anything else. I'm curious how this may have been on week 1. These people in LFR, how flummoxed was it? Well, LFR is never going to be as bad as Alt on the high difficulty, but even so. Come when it's actually a fight. At the moment it's like, right, I have to absorb stuff. Or avoid stuff, rather. And it ain't nothing too crazy. And down they go. Can I use it for transmo? What's the point?
Plots against me. I hear their whispers. Betrayers! All of you! Guards! Kill them all!
These jewels, I didn't notice these last time. Oh, of course, you need jewel crafting to interact with the jewels. Right, the only bit that gave me pause when we got flung off the platform And had to go around these side ones. It's right when you can just follow folks who know what they're doing.
None of them were worthy of ascension.
Quick swig of his beverage.
We fought back the scourge. At your side.
Wait, that dude.
Swagger all you like. You pups don't stand a chance.
I remember this lady.
Now, well, you can.
That a Cataclysm dungeon boss, right? She like ascended up in the center of the room. There were followers who were trying to get blessed by lightning or something. Interesting what triggers the memory. Foreman's got a nice looking transmog. Really rocking those red shoulder pads. That's why, as much as there were good stuff in the trading post, you have to get those shoulder pads. They're just so versatile. Oh my god, I'm a walking paladin. It's happened.
The Nerubians will ascend. Liquefied. Feast.
That'd be the dream. I'd love to be a walking paladin. But for whatever reason, no.
Fire surge.
Pretty sure you're meant to move the boss away so we can actually dodge that.
Liquefied. Feast.
Got much poop on the ground.
Food for the Empire.
This way we stack up so we can bust these things together.
I need to get closer. Rotting ends. It's too far away.
Wait, the snazzy web blades.
Fire surge. Liquefied. I'm out of range. Food for the empty. You are not wise. It's too far away. Lambs to the slaughter. Your blood is mine. I'm out of range. Tainted blood. Virulent fallout. I need to get closer. Subjects of the Empire, prove your loyalty. My life for the Empire.
Bring down the ad.
I need a target. I don't have a target. Destroy the outsiders! Feeding time.
Okay, and then stay close to this the edge so we don't get yanked into oblivion.
Blood is mine. It's too far away. Evolution always triumphs. Feeding time. Your blood is mine. Vermin cannot be expected to comprehend my grand vision.
Grab 'em.
Ascension
is the only path towards saving the Nerubian people. If that means the extinction of non-believers, so be it.
I'm back in the room.
My soldiers failed. This entire generation of Nerubians is tainted. Unworthy of ascension.
Oh, he's just really losing it there. It's good stuff. Tainted. Oh.
My transformation!
Job's done.
Finally, this madness is over. You have spared our people a dark fate, Overcrawler.
15
The
tokens.
truth of our
Very
lives
nice.
must remain hidden for now.
Oh.
But you have our gratitude.
While the Queen's plot is ended, I fear something worse looms in the shadows. Only time will reveal if we hindered this unseen force or played into its hands.
Postmaster will give me anything I need. Queued into the next thing. All he needs is a goddamn tail, and we'll be sorted.
Do you have a query?
Where's me head? Crafting weeklies as well. Way quicker to do now with those changes with a patch.
Emperor Thurzan has worked. You will not interfere.
We lose
Reign of terror
half of the group.
Face your doom, mortals! Set the world ablaze!
Please don't stand in the fire.
My side, Flame Walker! Serve your master, children of the living flame!
He's dying so fast it might not be necessary, but
I need a target.
No, I err on the side of caution.
I need to target something first.
There we go.
I'm out of range. By the will of Ragnaros, I shall be.
Ooh, 3 tokens just for getting him done too. Who screams? Don't pull the boss as well. At least it was only the one.
Closer.
Thank you for removing those foolish senators.
Oh, even he dropped a few bronze tokens.
Prepare to meet your doom at the hands of Ragnaros' most powerful son.
I will not be denied! The ground betrays you. Repel the invaders!
Whoa, just avoiding the purple, just about.
Behold the might of my empire!
My love, I have failed you.
Your insolence will be punished! I am the Emperor!
I need a target. I don't have a target to finish this. By fire be purged.
I was gonna say, what happens if we fight Ragnaros, but it looks like we absolutely can't. It's just kind of here.
Insect. Arise, servants of fire. I'm out of range. Their flesh. Die, insect.
Nearly there.
I can't attack their target. By fire be purged. Spare my son.
And we did.
Pathetic.
Morning, Mac.
No!
Hope you're doing well today, bub.
Thorson was a great,
Getting through our
honorable
weeklies.
dwarf. You ruined my life and the life of my unborn child.
Dear, oh dear. There's a big chunk of them knocked out already.
expecting.
I will enjoy the Worgen Paladin while it lasts. That engineering toy. One of those ones I'd probably go back and get the materials for. Try and use myself at some point. Make a warglaive. Let's see. Patron crafting orders rather. We need any that give ideally 2 knowledge. Oof. That one's a little pricey though. That one does 2. Also does 2, but it has that garbage. See what else is on offer. No. Alright, do the other one that did 2 then. I still like all these optional reagents. They're at a level of unnecessary for me that convolutes things more than anything else. It's not worth the asking price for a lot of these ones. Do not have the necessary bits and bobs. $5 null stones for a fancy skinning knife. Oh, it hurts. To be fair, we haven't been doing much mining on the main. There we go. There's our orders done. Grab some rewards. There you go, Caleb. Thank you again.
I can't use that item yet.
Always so gruff about it, the Worgen.
It's not ready yet.
Right, with these rests rather.
It's still
Just
recharging.
upgrade a few bits and bobs. But ever closer to doing the higher tier
There
delves.
is much to be done.
Morning, Rammies. Hope you're well, bub. Bit more there. Let's both require the blue now. Brings up 640. It's so slow going. Might well have been at silk today. There was. Grab the appearance for that then. Yeah, bugging me transmog. Clean that up.
I foresee mutually beneficial transactions.
Still don't see why transmog costs money these days. Feels kind of pointless. Right, about 20 minutes the theatre comes on. No special assignment here on this one. Fungal Folly is the bountiful delve here. We'll boss that fella down there. We know the memories didn't give us any bronze roll. We do need to go and get our wax and awakening the machine. Awakening the machine didn't take 20 minutes. It should be able to do it and get back for the theatre? Question mark? Maybe if I'm quick.
Stay safe out there.
Do it, Codress. I believe.
That works.
Alright, let's get it going.
Let's get this done. Watch my back.
If we
while I
don't, we
commune
don't.
with
But
the
ideally,
machine.
we get this sorted out. And then we can get back to the theatre in time.
It's too far away.
Come here, bots. I've done all of it at least once, apart from the secret finder stuff. I may do at some point, but because it doesn't earn us a load of bronze, I've not been doing it. It's mainly just focusing on the weeklies to get all these bronze tokens, which the buffs they gave to it are extremely helpful. I went from having none of the anniversary sets to suddenly having like 4. I think a few more weeks of it, we'll be able to grab most of what we need. Some of the investigation quests are. We started it this past week. I know they're unlocking it bit by bit. But there was a quest to go to Uldum, and I believe there was a step after that people have completed.
Time to fix things.
Go somewhere else. Again, I tend to be a little struggle with puzzles.
It's too far away.
And unless they're going to announce something crazy on the 13th with the live stream or the WoW Direct they're doing, I don't imagine they'll chuck in something else. But we'll definitely get all the bronze we need to get the remaining tier sets, and then the service rewards. You know, the helmet, the shield, and the weapon.
I don't have a target.
It doesn't have a target. Silly Worgen.
I need to target
Yeah,
something.
once the bronze is all out of the way, I can actually spend some time maybe going and trying out those detective things, because I am curious. Even if I struggle with it.
I need to get closer.
I get too complacent. Sorry, Codress. Coldress.
Time to
There you go. You'll be fine.
I'm out of range.
Like. Oh, robots destroyed. Nice if this amounted to something story-wise. Like a patch or two's time.
Measure
We
it
awakened
twice,
the machine.
watch my
We
back
did it a
while I
lot.
commune with the
Here's a
machine.
bonus reward. I think we're doing alright time-wise.
I target.
About halfway through, it took us about, what, 4 minutes? Should have plenty of time to grab our snuffling, hurf back to Donegal and get to the theatre.
I need to get closer.
Oh, Medbot. Like you don't care to heal your friends. They did say on the anniversary that the NPCs in the area would change. They haven't so far, but I didn't really check this week, to be fair. We'll go a look when we go back to hand these in. Do the world bosses. I'm pretty sure they said that. If it ends up not being the case, it's not the end of the world. It'd just been nice to see some more old NPCs.
Time to fix things.
You stay there and get caught by that while I deal with these bombers. And useless heal button. Maybe they are just here for the player and Culdrus. Maybe they never actually healed their friends.
Hope you watch my back while I commune with the machine.
Last 5. There you go. You all explode. And no bother.
Let's get this done. It's too far away.
Oi. Sometimes just that tiny bit out of range. And gone. Do more.
I'm out of range.
Man, Nullbot. At least the Nullbot tries to look after the other robots. The Medbots don't give a toss.
I'm out of range.
And last golem. Sorted. Time to spare. Open all our boxes.
Measure twice, cut.
Get our bronze. Another cash. We go pick up our wax quest. Hey, nobles.
I find more
You absolute scumbag. There were transmog options here. There were.
I'll bring back more shiny things.
How much Valor Stones am I sat on? Plenty. I don't need to give those in yet. They are soulbound as well, so you can't just gather a load, then send them to people in your warband. Get a load of XP for leveling with. Right, quickly jump back to Donegal. Hey Janky, how you doing? Check what the one here is. Dread Pit is the world boss. Stink Coal. And the Underkeep. Unpleasant. Bloody underwater ones.
Are you here to see one of our plays?
I am. Here to engage with one. Fancy transmog, very nice. Right. We've got 8 minutes or so until the theatre begins. I'm going to take this opportunity to jump for a quick bio break. Let me just bob that in the chat. Tap it, tap tap. Folks, refill your beverage, stretch your legs. I'll be right back with you in a moment. See you soon. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. Let me just get wheeled in. Ooh, headset back on. There we go. Time to spare as well. Have a sip of cold tea. How are we doing on bronze? 34. Be another set of 2 or 3 maybe by the end of the day. Few more tendies, not enough to get anything really. Maybe the greatsword. Swapped out the harvest golem, unfortunately, just so we can get that Sylvanas set at some point. So they put some bangers on the trading post next month. I must remember to actually talk to her and say, let me join in. Everyone looks like they're in pajamas. The face mask is just making it worse.
Conversation.
Here we go, reporting in.
I think they want a spotlight. Make it clear they are not getting one.
Aye, aye, Herberto. We'll go about our regular stage managing duties. And the lag will spike. They said the lag spikes that were happening within Nerubar Palace in the raid were because on the back end they're working on some big behind the scenes changes to the engine as a whole, and it had some unforeseen consequences.
I need to get closer.
Rather than mainly WoW just showing its age. So if they're actually working on even more big overhaul stuff in the same camp as warbands, it'll be interesting to see the payoff for that. It certainly made a lot of folks very unhappy. And that stands to reason. You'd like to be able to play your video game in those bigger groups. Not to mention the world server, which again, they only mentioned Nerubar Palace. They didn't say, oh, all the lag elsewhere is part of that problem, but here's hoping it's something very meaningful. Again, I imagine we'll find out a lot more in about a week or so's time. Have to check what time the direct is. I don't know if it's necessarily worth doing a stream for it. I don't know how long it's going to be. Oh, hello, Gerwig. Completely missed you there. There you go. He's too kind.
I need to target something first.
Precious 21 minutes left of Worgen Paladin. God bless engineers. Oh no. Big chug. Speaking of the game barely holding it together.
I don't have a target.
Imagine for folks on much older PCs, it's way more of a nightmare.
I need to target
Give your
something
best
first.
performance.
We even saw in Korak's Rage when the lag was so bad we could barely play the game. Turning down the graphics all to like low did absolutely nothing to help. It was still just laggy as hell.
Looking for a show. Let's give it to them.
have to imagine it do something for the average user, though. Kiss the raptor. Don't know why that helps. Fight off some drunks, as you do.
I need a target.
Can't say I've been to many theatre performances where there is a huge crowd of drunken buffoonery happening. Maybe I'm just not going to the right performances.
I don't have a target.
Mind you, it has been a while. Used to be more of a tradition, like, as a family, going to the pantomime once a year. Used to enjoy that a lot more. At a certain point, regardless of which story they're adapting, it always ends up being the same beats. Well, there's still something to be said for that, especially as a family. Certainly get old. It's the moments of, like, something going wrong and improv that ends up being the funniest stuff for it. They're trying to sneak in adult humour and themes. And one, I think it was like a showing of Peter Pan or something, where the performer playing Captain Hook, like, the hook hand and the peg leg kind of both fell off at the same time. And the actors on stage just broke. They were just laughing, couldn't deal with it. And it became a whole thing for like 20 minutes. It was great. That one stood out. Over the years, always trying to do fancier effects as well. Like, oh, there's a big 3D thing coming out from the thing. Put your glasses on, kids. Get away, drunkard. I'm after the spiders.
It's too far away. I need to get closer.
It's always like a weird, like, 3D... Here, we're going to put a screen in front of the curtain. You're all going to go on this minecart with, like, a really obvious jump scare. Get a lot of folks in the crowd. Ah! Very silly. Speaking of. Huh? The costume has been overwritten. Oh, Gerwig. There you go.
Outlander.
You say that to everyone, Gerwig. I know you do. Don't recall this story.
Behold, beloved Earthen, I have generously provided you with a new leader.
After all these weeks, a new story? My goodness.
I
At least for us here.
Dornick. Under my leadership, the Earthen shall reach their full potential. I command you to celebrate my arrival.
Wait, isn't this the keeper who starts basically making them fight each other? Yeah, there we go.
Now that the keeper is gone, get to work, you blockhead. I decree that you shall triple your production rates, or I will punch you down the core way.
Wow. I like the bad acting on purpose. Quick, please.
Our port.
What is this? What is he doing? Dornick's brutality knows no bounds. I have made a terrible mistake. Rise up, my children. You have...
It's all foreshadowing for Last Titan. There'll be lots of Titan fighting. Wouldn't surprise me. We'll probably certainly be fighting Odin. It's kind of the baddest egg of the bunch, at least in terms of the keepers. I'm more curious what role Tyr ends up playing. We kind of came back in Dragonflight, and then it was like, well, they're all doing my job. What on earth can I do?
Well done, my beloved Earth.
Why is everybody tied to that? What's happening?
I promise to
Oh, drag him to the pole.
such a tyrannical master again.
That's pretty good.
Now, drag his husk from this place.
Ah, 5 stories.
My sister Galan will strike you all down.
Do our bow, hand it in, and there's another set of bronze.
You will never have a cruel master again.
Until they did.
You are my bedrock. I'm out of range. You are my foundation. You are my beloved Earthen.
Alright. BOE, so move that out of the way. Now we start heading down to Hallerfall. Do some spreading the flame. See if it's made up its mind this week. First week, it was light up the main crystal in any of the areas and complete its objective. The second week, then it was just put in the crystals to activate the side areas, and that sorted it, and you didn't have to do one of those. So who knows what it's going to say this time. Should be keeping an eye out for wax as we go. Oh, wait. Nearly forgot. There's a world boss to do. It's another big chunk of bronze. Nothing's considered. They're not really that dangerous, difficult, or time-consuming.
The Cataract River is
I imagine for most people, getting the sets they want, even if you're not going for all of them,
can you use your camera to
be very doable. Give me that wax.
Appreciation expressed.
Some fragments. I need to go and do a tier 8 delve as well. We can do that on the way around.
The living grotto are full of rich,
Is there a special assignment here? No,
Get
so don't have to worry
up
about
there
world quest for
and
now.
Gather some.
At least not in this zone.
I admire how you handle yourself on the battlefield. Some intruders need to see another demonstration of your skills.
See, we're just waiting for these to be thrown over. They'll slowly make their way. Feels like an odd bit of preamble for a world boss. Takes a little too long for them to shift their way over. At least it's different. Mr. Goblin, you alright down there? It's like, do you know what? I want to hold my breath for a bit. I want to make it dangerous. And the mobs that spawned in behind it rather than in front of it. I don't know. Take a swig of his beverage. Keep yourselves hydrated out there. Nearly there now. Beams. And there he goes.
Recognition for your swift resolution. Those poor Earthers
the 8
didn't
bronze.
deserve to become whatever that was.
Decent amount of rep as well. Right. I can't know how I thought.
The clouds above the living grotto are full of rich, useful minerals. Get up there and gather some.
I will not. It's alright, Brim. If we did it on an alt, it's fine. Someone's helping you. Again, we should probably go and do at least one tier 8 delve as well.
The river is known for its wildlife and waterfalls. Can you use your
I definitely need to get at least 2 done to upgrade that.
Our miners
the Great
still
Vault.
have problems in the rumbling wastes.
It's because we had no, we didn't
those
even have a
gardens
chance
and
at a
recover
gear
what you
upgrade this
can.
time around. Bit of knowledge. Working towards unlocking all those. If we end up on crafting them or not, it just gives me the option to then make different transmogs. This one, the Dread Pit. Sure, on tier 8. In we go. Airbrand. Which one's this? Extract the Scardin. Ah, yes. Chris gave us some hints for this one last time we were here. If we blow up one, it will explode and make all the others explode.
I don't have a target.
Make sure there aren't any Zekfia mobs. Gonna have those potions. Not that stressed on tier 8 anymore, but we still can't take it completely in a sleep.
I need a target.
Gonna have these tiny bits.
That's more like it.
Brand's XP gain has kind of become, what's the word, exponential each time. That requires more and more. Imagine grinding him all the way to 60. Feels like you'd have to do loads. How much more effective is he by the time you hit 60? Ooh. Got that shield for more damage until we knock it out. I don't know if getting Brant to 60 will be the difference between clearing a tier 11 or not. Certainly give him another go again sometime. I think once we get all the bronze out of the way, we can go back to doing more delves a little more regularly. Plus, just watching. Oh, nope, nope, really bad. But no bother.
Target something first.
There was nothing there, Brad. Time to charge. Toid. There you go. Thank you, Brent. He's just a little inconsistent on the potion timing. Just a little bit. Oh no, web bolts. Most dangerous thing in here, those bloody web bolts. Curious how people as like the wider player base feel about delves right now. Obviously the worry up front and the balancing issues early on are a bit of a bother. But as things have ironed out and we've got to this point, curious if more people view them more positively. Oh, a rich chunk. So rarely happens. You son of a gun, game. Wish there was a louder like ping noise or something when that happens. Dumbass fault for not noticing, but there we are. No shield for you. Just eat the wide swipe. Just the one more in a web. Behind me. What you get for taking it lax. Not paying attention to the layout. Where behind me?
That's more like it.
3 of those and you barely get 1%, Bran? Oh dear. Oh. Like, literally tucked in the corner. Away. Okay, there we go. Now we get us repair kits and it's all good. I wondered why I wasn't able to pick anything up. Huh? No longer a Worgen. Sadness. Another already open chest. Always disheartening. Just seems like a daft design choice, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, it shows me the location of where they can spawn, but... Put a treasure stealer or something in...
Nice find!
I don't know, Bran, these are piddly finds at this point. Yeah, you scumbag webmancer. Breadmancer. My apologies. Three more. Bit more bismuth. Mine the exploding scattering. Oh, found some treasure.
That's more like it.
Imagine if they did it so his enthusiasm over the weeks. Oh, another one, champion. Great. Started being a sarky bugger with you. I wouldn't even call that time gating, but that kind of progression in a character would be more interesting to see. And not necessarily that he's done with you and he's being an arse about it, but more just some changes as the weeks go on and on.
That's more like it.
Oh look, another already open chest. Why you do this game? And soon to be boss time. Get this bugger out of the way first. Alright, Underlord, let's go. With Ryan Bran, he doesn't chug it out fast enough to be too much of a bother. Move back from the bottle. Oh, needed CD potions. Mitigate some of the swarm. Make sure we're healing. Say nearly getting hit by the damn impale. A little too close.
I'm out of range.
Third healing potion. Sorted. You can go open it up, Bran. Maybe we get lucky.
Stand back.
Key for the journey. That's useful. We'll have that about done now. Ah, and we have become friends with everyone. Good, good. Potentially a better helmet, I think. No, it's also a champion piece. Alright, out we go. Thank you, Brant. Alright, onwards and upwards. Downwards, I should say. Keeping an eye for wax as we go. You have to forgive me if I'm a little quieter today as well. Still got a bit of a cold bouncing through the house, and I can certainly feel it in my throat. Every time I go on for longer than a few minutes, everything just goes, ah! We'll be alright. It'll pass through. Not as bad as it was last week. There it was at the point where everything closes up, and when you try and speak, you've not voiced at all. I don't reckon my mic will have picked that up, to be fair. Okay. It is on activating the lessers now, rather than doing a thing. Oh, and then a special assignment as well. Alright, so we need to do that.
The lamplighters are stretched thin. For the Arathi to survive,
still should have loads of these.
Shadowed from Beladar's light. The darkness strikes out with threats not even our key flames can dispel. Aid us, outsider. Be our beacon in the darkness.
Only by lighting these candles, Kieran. Two more.
To maintain the key flame requires amassing a reserve of radiant remnants. Search the area. Gather the remnants.
At some point we'll have to do some more again to get some crystals, but it's not exactly difficult. Too time consuming.
The harvesters work the land with the strength of 10 Arathi, yet the shadow corrupts even our machines. Search the surrounding area for salvageable.
There's 8 tokens.
With
So filling those up.
Make a garden deep under Azeroth. You may not share our faith, but
Renown's nearly there for him as well.
That rivals the key flame.
Yep, 25's the
You
max.
have our gratitude.
I don't know why purchasing the Radiant Remnants would be considered like the end of the tree reward. That doesn't seem worth it. Right, now we just need to do 2 regular world quests. Do this race. Go kill some Koibis. Do that delve. And then rescue a lynx.
Join us, and we can see how your skills are
Good
coming.
morning, Andistraz. As ever, a delightful fellow. Here's hoping that the World Soul Saga seems no reason to just off him during a patch, and really upset everyone who dragon rides. Interesting to give him some stakes, but I can't see it happening. I imagine this will be in his role in the game, at least for the entirety of the saga. Thereafter, who knows? They clearly set it up that the dragon's like, oh, we're empowered by Azeroth itself and not the Titans anymore, so they've created a separation there. Depends if the Titans are like, come fight for us, dragons, and the dragons are just like, no, not a chance. Maybe some will. Those Dormu's the only real big outlier.
Nicely done.
Just with the whole Murasund and turning into the Infinite thing. That's a possibility, but given we have friends in the Infinite now and we're kind of getting them on side, like, changes the dynamic there quite a lot for what could be possible in the future. always liked the Infinites, though. It's just a lot of their dungeons where it was like, oh, we're messing with the story, was more of an excuse to go and see old events again. It was more about reliving it than it was exploring the changes. Don't get me wrong. Nostalgia's bait is pretty good. There was some pretty fun, like the Culling of Strathhome one was pretty good. Oh, flying bouncing. Boing. How many did we need to do to get our wax? Oh, that didn't count, you son of a gun. Give me it. Fish, don't get involved. Can't believe it. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Robbed by slime. Disgraceful. Took our anger out by killing more Koibis.
Cobis infest the hungry
Cobis,
pool
my apologies.
and attack our people.
It's
Cleanse the
close
pool
enough
of
for
their
him.
filth.
Come here. What? Then I randomly gained a piece of wax. Oh, hello, violent, traumatized child. How you doing? You know what? You can stay. You're gonna really do permanent damage to your neck, though. That helmet on you is absurd. Setting up a villain for after the World Soul Saga. This girl will burn the world to destroy all the Koibis.
I need to get closer.
I wonder how long they stick with these enemies for the World Soul Saga.
I'm out of range.
Right, at midnight we're definitely getting Naga, so these ally with the Naga, are the Naga fighting them, and therefore we get some on side. There's possibilities with it. I feel like at some point they're going to have to do something more with Murlocs again. Too popular for them not to. I do like the whole little ambush thing they try and do.
It's too far away.
Tricking you. I mean, it worked initially, and then now we just know the trick. It makes me wonder what other ideas were they workshopping in the background. They obviously can't do stuff too dangerous for the open world. They never want to, but it'd be cool to see more of it to trip players up. Right, let's go save Kitty. Oh, hang on. Delve first. While we're here. I want to at least do one more to upgrade a vault track. But is this bloody one, though? Luckily, we have a load of water breathing potions. Hopefully it's one of the different stories. Every time I think we've gone down here, it's been, oh, the goblins. Oh no, and the octopus. We've had this one too. God damn it. I'll never get that glory achievement for finding them all.
It's too far away.
Don't stand in the breath. Took a chunk of damage there, but we're fine. Sorry, Brent.
I'm out of range.
Oh, that's why your healing potions went sod over there. Very careful of not just flinging oneself into the abyss.
That's more like it.
Big squid. Ow. Come back. I'm more scared of falling off than getting actually done in by anything in here. Any treasure chests being sneaky to the side? Nay. Oh, hello. That's it. Didn't mean to pull you one at the side. Could have carried on with your duties. You'd have got out of here alive. Right. Sneaky chest? Question mark? Oh, yes, we got one. Lovely. Not that they contain anything useful, it's just, again, for that main achievement, we need to find a number of chests in every delve. Ran, I saw that. You shot him first. Being jostled about. Listen here, you skunk.
Be careful. It can't end like this.
Mm-hmm. Alright. That's what I get for not taking it seriously and being overly lax. I deserve that. I was toyed with, thrown around, passed around like a doll. Revenge. Honestly, it's pretty impressive the spearfish guy was just constantly pulling me into the bubbles, so water shots are coming in. I'm not paying attention to my health. Come here. There. And this time, not even a problem. Complete non-issue. Maybe I was fighting 4 at once as well, which didn't help. You can have that tiny bit.
That's more like it.
Cauldron puzzle. Spawner. There. I think as the delves went up in difficulty, the puzzles could go up in difficulty too, I suppose. Even if you'd consider them different skill sets. Even so. And then potions, Bran. No, but they all exploded. All right. Destroy the crowds. gather me some herbs, Bran, that'd be nice. More for the bank. Yeah, off he goes.
Nice find.
Nature's treasures. That's what I'd like to see next time. Every single line voice acted. It just feels like something they added in later. Oh, he has the ability to gather stuff. Oh, but we've already recorded all the voice lines. Well, damn. That's kind of what it feels like. But now they know going in what's going to be in a delve. I'm hoping they can sort all that up front. For consistency's sake, if nothing else. And I'm always going to say more voice acting than less. Now, we've just had the... I've done one stream of it on the channel. It's basically the game I go to in my downtime, Legends of Runeterra. It's like the League Universes card game. And one of my main draws with that is how it expands the lore of that universe. Whenever new cards would come out, you'd get like a bunch of follower cards to go with a champion. They'd all have dialogue that'd interact with each other. And it would just, as I say, it would expand things. There'd be a lot of world building. But over the years, because they had such a, and part of the reason I played it, a fair business model. It wasn't like Hearthstone or Magic the Gathering or even Marvel Snap. You didn't feel like you had to spend money either to progress quickly, if at all, to keep up to date with where various metas and whatnot were, or just to try and keep on top of FOMO. But because it was a fair business model, they didn't make any money. And when they tried to pivot into PvE content for the first time, a lot of the community had a massive like backlash against it, and they tried to stick with PvP, still didn't make any money. Ended up having to go the PvE route anyway, which works really well. I love their little roguelike mode. It's like Slay the Spire type stuff in there. But the cuts to all that are now being felt. They've got like Warwick and Ambessa coming out as celebrations for like the release of Arcane Season 2. Very exciting, by the way. I think that starts on the 9th. Memory serves. And it's nice to have new content for that game. But there is no voiceover for either character. They share the exact same general level up animation, which that just sucks. And there's like maybe a single new card, a couple of spell cards to go with them. Again, I love that game. I love how it plays. I love that lore, world building and voiceover. So to see those cuts have to be made so the game can continue to exist and not just be shut down, I think most companies would have just shut it down by now. I'm happy it just exists still, more than anything. But it's still really disheartening to see. And to be clear, they gave us a lot of warning about that. They said in interviews and posts beforehand, these things are not going to be here for upcoming content. We don't have the resources right now, and it's not as easy as drawing all those lines from the other games. And they said, we hear the feedback loud and clear. It's just not something we can do easily. If they want to keep content coming out at a decent cadence. Oh, there we go. Look, 2 delves, then we get our 616. As much as I like, Warwick's was one of my like first characters I ever played in League of Legends because, you know, he had lifesteal. It made getting through the jungle doable for someone who had no idea what they were doing at all. To see him kind of get shafted is a little disheartening, not gonna lie. But if that's the way they need to go with the game so they can keep monetizing that side of it, I understand. You look at WoW by comparison, they do not have a problem in how they monetize it. We can complain about stuff like the £60 Brontosaur mount as much as we like. We've seen how many people bought the damn thing. £60 a pop. So like 30 of them on day one. It's a lot of money. I mean, sure, there's pressure from Microsoft now rather than Activision, but it's still business pressure. Spend like 69 billion on a company, you expect them to give some return there. It was an ambush, but not for me. Alright, that was a good chunk of discs. Probably get the rest of those discs done when we do the follower dungeon before wrapping up. Let's go and do the special assignment, which should... Yep, 8 bronze.
Some links get lost in the darkness. They're nocturnal, but it's dangerous.
Where are you, little
Bring
links?
them home.
I think it always starts them at the same spot, and then we just use them to fight some shadow monsters. Prickles! That's adorable. Or nightmares to hunt. You have to make sure to interrupt them or they escape. That's what this kitty button also does. If they don't, you know, get bodied immediately. Come on, Prickles, get in there. Yep. Nope. Sorted. 2 more. Hey up, bit of lag. Game. Is that on my end or the server end? Don't see any dropped frames on OBS. So I think that was unfortunately on the server end. Absolutely robbed. Oh, bit of wax. Gimme, gimme. Alright, this time, not getting away. There we go. One more. No, I don't mind the smog.
Even fierce predators
Sorted.
can feel scared.
Have 8 bronze.
I'm glad you led them home.
Alright. Down to Ashgahet then. With the Vizier wrapped up as well, I think we pick the Weaver's Pact just so everyone can gather faster. That just feels like the most useful buff. What the Vizier's was a potion and... what was the new Bazaar's? I can't remember. But it can't have been that useful. Curse you, exploding mine. Stuck. I'm glad this one's bugged. So it just shoots on itself. Garbage. Only a little bit salty from that first death of the expansion. Exploded me and leaving a pair of just... smouldering boots. I don't agree with the fact it got through Divine Shield. That's my safety bubble. Imagine that's a very intentional design choice though. Otherwise Paladins would just have a big advantage mining, I guess. I don't know. Seems like a bit of a non-issue though, doesn't it? Like, who cares? Keep half an eye for wax. I did like a making of on the official WoW channel of the music of this zone. It was interesting stuff. Where they hit all the creepy vibes, the instrumentation they use.
You tread a powerful skein.
Optional crafty thing.
We rise.
Why does it feel like the general's a touch behind? Doesn't have a trove. Interesting. Maybe I should do the general then. He has another quest still. Thought I'd leveled him up, but evidently not. Sure then, General.
You prove fascinating. We are always watching. Only the finest for you.
Get rid of his junk. We got a lot of kedge now. Not really been spending it on much. We could use that on all the different mounts they have. Sell those. $66 bronze, with more still to come. Right, what activities we got about? Special assignment and 4 world quests by the looks of it. Might have to go and find a few rumours or rares to kill as well. I think the special assignment should sort that out though. And distress.
It's a bright day with exceptionally favourable winds. A perfect day for a race.
It always is. Well, they add like a bad weather mechanic. You go to do one of these and there's like horrendous winds that blow you off course. Rain that drains your stamina faster. I know there's obviously the harder difficulty races, but that's less about something crazy happening. More about your management, last time I remember. Some of the ones in Dragonflight had then like lava balls or something floating around nearby, depending on where you were, but nothing too crazy. At some point as the expansion comes on, I'll try them on the higher difficulties, because why not? I know some people really love these and go really ham on the content they offer. Just getting them all done, earning the faster times. And there was the race cup for the old world in Northrend and the Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor, and you got some unique transmogs. That was cool to see. I didn't engage in it really, but it was good to see.
Work. I can see that the two of you will soon be formidable competitors.
The Raka hat.
All the silk in the Sareki war effort
Hello.
is spun in Rakahat. It would be
It's still one of the best named zones in this whole expansion. Gundargaz also being up there. If it's just fun to say. Few more. Alright, I can have the general swoop in and do a bomb.
I need to get closer.
Let's try that. How big is it? Can't do it while moving. Oh! I mean... wasn't what I expected. I also expected it to do a little more damage to him. But sure.
The Empire runs on silk, as they say. They'll have a much harder time keeping up with the Seventh Reds now.
Oh, we also have that currency from now doing LFR. I think they said you can trade in here. Can be smuggled out to the Severed Threads, yeah. So someone at Widow's Camp must be able to deal in those. Imagine it's other pieces of, like, raid gear from there. Which means it's probably not going to be that useful for me, but we'll see.
The state of the Hollow is unacceptable. If those Rakush idiots won't utilize their resources, then I will. Get in there and fix it.
I'm just feeding them.
Rakush's plowworms make excellent attack beasts, but they require training. Take one with you. Show it the art of war.
It's the tiny beetles like, ah yes, the art of war. They live so close to all these flash-banging glowflies. That'll help them somehow. Like every time you go to eat food, there's a risk of being flash-banged. That's way too much stress for breakfast. One more of each. Let me go deal with that freeloader.
The swarm beasts are necessary tools of war. You've proven yourself useful once again.
I try. Alright, come here you. Activate the bombardment. That did more damage.
Warriors out of worms, Overcrawler. A surprise indeed.
Grab this shiny ore while we're here. Gonna poison me, aren't you? Disgusting. Get it off. We have 2 bountiful delves done. That's alright for me today for those. Oh, the special assignment is this one up here. Oh, I don't like this one. Let's just go fight elites. We still have to deal with world bosses in Tanaris as well, which that'll be easy enough. We'll just set up some group stuff. I am intrigued by the Archives quest and what new lore we might learn today. There's been lots of little reveals in there that are adding up to bigger and big reveals, but I'm wondering if it'll all drop a large bombshell come the end of it.
The Queen's forces are amassing once more, little morsel. Time to ensnare them in our web. And burn them in it.
I need to get...
Yes, Widow. Yes. At least with other folks here in the early day of the week. Makes it easier. Give me that. Much easier. Also, when you don't have war mode turned on, there's someone just going to go out and beam you as you go. No, in fact, those ones don't even seem to count. Got about 50% of the way there.
It's too far away.
Nope, no friends for you. See, that one felt like it did sod all. Ow! The panic lay on hands. Because I was overzealous pulling free at much. Once, rather.
I'm out of range.
He says, immediately pulling free at once again. Picks were made. They're stacking poisons. Ooh. One of those rares that was a little fiddly solo, but we got it down eventually. Oh no, this is just one of the big bugs. I thought it was like the assassin one. This one's fine. Yeah, wait. Right, this should probably do it.
Perhaps this time they will learn.
Lovely.
If not,
And that gave me bronze as well.
Into their hearts again.
Game is inconsistent when it comes to the special assignments. Like the first week where they changed it so it was 8 bronze, I only had to do one of the 4 of them, and now it's like each one is 8 bronze? But we'll see in a few days' time for the one that shows up in Donegal and the Ringing Deeps. Again, we're getting so much bronze now comparatively that it's not really a bother or a concern. Go see
Are you lost
Aspirant.
in the dark?
There you go.
Watch where you
No, we hit rank 25 of them. And 55 exalted reputations. And there's the quest for him. You do that while we're here, why not? See what stories they've got to unravel. So I get rid of my junk.
until we time.
Unubazal.
Look what the scales pulled in.
We have worked together for some time now. I hope you have come to respect my vision as it pertains to the art of warfare. There are, as ever, rules that must be followed, lines that must not be crossed. Zevkarl has to die, and I have to be the one to do it. Every day that ascended ruffian tramples upon the ideals of war tarnishes the legacy of our kingdom. Please do this last thing for me. Travel to the enemy's stronghold and plant this flag on its steps. You will do this the correct way.
Farewell.
Your thing, Anubazal.
Time has come. Zevkar's disrespect will be the end of him. You have served me well thus far, soldier. You shall bear my banner and serve as my second. Now come, Siege-hold awaits.
Was that when we did the Weaver's version of this, the quest kind of bugged out and we didn't get her, like, interaction with, like, the assassination thing we were doing there? Ooh, look at this. Everybody's ready. You hadn't realised, for those who've not been here since we were doing the story campaign, doing the silly voices on quests and going through the story is, like, my favourite thing. Transmog aside.
Zevkarl,
Blood of my people soaks your hands. In the name of the Queen, I demand satisfaction. Finally snapped, have you? I knew it was only a matter of time. So sentimental, General Anubazar. Fine then, I've been looking for an excuse to lay you low anyhow. There are no places for fossils in our new empire. Oh.
You weren't part of my plans.
I am no hapless rube. I do not expect Zevkar to honor the nature of this challenge in the most nominal sense. We are in the enemy's fortress and we are surrounded by his teeming sycophants. There will be interference. I have 2 orders for you, soldier. First, you will ward off any malcontents who wish to interrupt the duel. Second, and more importantly, you will bring neither sword nor spell to bear against Zevkar himself. He will fall by my claws. I suppose they're claws, they're more like pincers, but okay, let's not argue minutia.
We will speak again.
How do I signal to start the duel? Hi. Commence! Oh, how I've dreamed of this moment. Are you ready to die, General? Always. Fight! 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 And they begin. No interruptions. Will not besmirch the General's honor. So many of them as well. The absolute disrespect. Bang. Nicely done, General. And they scurry away. Good fight. Good fight.
You are far from home.
It is done.
Tread carefully.
Anubazar retches roughly. Ica spews from his disjointed maw. My cohort's obligation to the severed friends yet remain. You will do well to report what has happened here to the Weaver. Vexing as she is, she will have some idea of how to proceed from here. We will do so, General. Well done.
You are useful. Zevkar lies dead.
Oh, and then voice acting, good.
The strength granted by his vile masters was no match for the true might of Ajkahet. Tradition, study, discipline. If our kingdom is to survive, then those tenets must remain as its foundation. That is why I did this. To remind us all of our true strength. You are dismissed, soldier. I wish to rest a while, in view of my dear city.
It sounds like the most sincere he's been this whole time. I like that a lot for him. I hope he doesn't just wander off to die, though. That'd suck. I always hate it with that in cutscenes when, like, especially playing as a paladin, it's like, let me heal you. Let me sort this out. You'll be fine. I think that's every quest line from the Weaver's lot done now, though. I wonder if there's, like, a bonus one that opens up. Ah, you've helped all of us. But we have one more thing to do. You know what I mean? Weaver's my favourite, though.
Such a fascinating visitor.
Can't imagine why. So, that is what happened. Damnable fool. What was he thinking? Still, Zevkar's death is a mighty blow to the Loyalist forces. Chitin-headed as he is, I cannot question Anubazar's strength. Scions will take up his work for the Freds, and he will be remembered as a fine general. Oh, he did wander off to die. Aww.
May the wind favor.
Well played, General, I suppose. I think that was a good arc for him. As I say, very sincere in the end there.
My strength
Is there anything I can even be bothered to buy from any? I have so much kedge. I don't really need. In for alts buying recipes here, maybe? Not my style of mount, really, if it's toothy more. The skitter is also a little too aggro for it.
Tread softly.
Just check in with the others down here for each of the factions. Why is Conspirator with the General?
It is good you are here.
Oh, he still needs one more level of it to go. Or is it the same as the other two at the Mastermind one?
We remember all.
Alright then. We've got left to do. The old world bosses. Follow a dungeon, which will get us enough of those disc fragments. And some wax. Speak of the wax, and it shall appear. Shall do the wax first then. Make our way towards Gundagaz. Much around there. I kind of wish it showed up on the minimap. Mind you, it might get... I don't think it would get cluttered, actually. There's never enough of it that it would just, like, you know, be a whole blob. His stamina get back up for a moment. Get off me, Swamp. Give me that bismuth. And it chunked. Did apply it, game. Get off. There we go. And suddenly more stamina. Still a few more books in Hallowfall I needed to find. Talk to that lore master in town. I feel like I'd been pretty thorough. Probably somewhat obscure and off to the side, or so painfully obvious I just missed it. Give me my wax, Nerubian. Delicious. At least 3 more. Shouldn't it take that long? Very good. Bones? Get out of it. Oh, sometimes it just works out very smoothly. Wax to wax to wax. Oh no, it's a bad one. There we are. Oh, and there's the last one. Look at that. Very kind game. Very kind indeed. Starve it, crab. Good. Let's go turn that in Gundagas. Get even more bronze. Nobles. Transmog hiding scumbag. I'll say it every day until you bring them back. Nobles. Every goddamn day. I do really want to go back and check that footage. The first time we came here, there was absolutely a transmog reward. Alright, hang on. There was a renowned thing here. What is it, Squick? More crests from Brave Rocks. We do have a lot of these crystals now. The mount is the very cute glowfly. That's most of my crystals, though. We'll probably hold off until every faction is 25. And everything is unlocked. Then we can figure that out. I still think the final one to make Radiant Remnants purchasable for the Arathi is a pretty lackluster final reward. How do the others compare to that? Some Valor Stones. I know the title's good, but I liked some a bit fancier. I wasn't a fan of like tying quests behind finishing them.
Offering amenities. Make your choice.
Something a little more.
Another.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to get us to Donegal. Going to take a quick bio break. Then we'll come back to bang out these last few bits and bobs. That'll be the follower dungeon. Seeing the new lore from the Titan disc stuff. And then running around Tanaris, finishing up those world bosses. Alright, refill your beverage, stretch your legs. I'll be back with yous in a moment. See you in a sec. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. I know it can be a little annoying. Such as it is, I'm afraid. Medical crap I'm dealing with. One of those things you get given in life. It's just, oh, you have this. Alright. Let's go and do our follower dungeon. Which will be the Dawnbreaker. I like this one. Flying around, protecting the ship, going off into the city. I'll have to see by the end of expansion how other people feel about all of them, but at least from what I can tell.
Since the decimation of our armada, we have suffered many losses. With its complement of cannons, it can... Wait, who are those intruders?
Might be pulling a little much, but I think we'll be fine. The only thing that slightly had concerned me is the boss in the city. I think we can probably get away with fighting him without removing his buffs. As long as we're off healing the tank and stuff, that should be fine.
The Order of Night is trying to steal the flagship.
To the ship.
I need to get closer.
Secure the deck. We need to gain control of the ship.
Clearing up everyone on it.
Airship's approaching. Be careful, outsider. Those aren't ours. They empowered Beladar's shadow. The Lamplighter's blessing will keep you safe. They've webbed the Dawnbreaker. Defeat them to break it free. They've got us surrounded. You'll need to use those mounts of yours to fly to them.
I love the fact they're just hanging underneath. Thematically for the Nerubians, it's what you'd expect to see from a bunch of spider people.
Only one more ship and the Dawnbreaker is ours again.
There's more uses of the skyriding as well. I expect something they'll be looking into to try and compete with other stuff in the genre. I know it's something Guild Wars 2 does very well. It's how it integrates the different mount abilities and makes them unique and worth using and having. And gameplay that facilitates actually making use of your different mounts, not just the one type.
Be not afraid.
Even if WoW's just skywriting for now.
The night guides me, empowers me.
I'm curious to see if WoW does anything with ground mounts in the future.
Bless you. All shall be shadowed.
This, we fly, we run away, big ball.
Get out of there.
And back to it. Now, gear's upgraded enough now where... Oh no, she still gets the second one off. Never mind.
She's lost control of her magic. Get out of
That'd
there.
be hard done by. As in, forced to trigger regardless.
I feel
There's our discs.
Dark's embrace.
Right, down to the city. Let's find the boss. 90% damage done, 150% health.
Down here, champion.
Oh, hello.
The cultists have overrun the city. Find
Don't
the
run
city,
straight to the boss.
or we will have to face
Let's
that
clear the
man
courtyard
full
first.
strength.
Sometimes with a lot of groups, that's where their followers kind of tend to mess up a little bit, but they're doing alright for the moment. It'll be interesting to see the day they let us do this with our alts. I remember in like an interview game director Ian had about it, it was like, do we let your alts use what gear they have? Do we let them level? Do we... I would just be happy for cosmetically to be our companions, not necessarily line up one-to-one with what they're equipped with, but they want to be more impressive with it, sure. Oh, looks like the bars are actually bugged, so I can't actually see. Gonna have to keep an actual eye on the health bars for once. Try and keep people topped off. Just in case. Can't stand in it. Silly buggers. Yeah, it's not a bother though. Still doesn't give me the confidence to be like, oh, we can do tier 11 delves, but still. Oh, now the bars are fixed again. Weird. Back to the ship.
You've saved Merildar, champion. We'll drive the remainder of this shadowy lot from the city. Wait, no! They've sent a force backup and retaken the Dawnbreaker! Get these shadow cultists off my ship!
Aye, aye, General. Aye, aye.
For Queen!
I need to get closer.
Raid bug.
Perfection! Taste better.
Okay, it shoots from me and then fires off in that direction, so I aim it on the other side. Oh, they're bringing bombs to it. I didn't even notice that last time.
Not stop me!
Glad the AI noticed. Every time we fought the damn thing, I have never bothered to pick up bombs.
This darkness is deadly. The Lamplighter's blessing will keep you safe.
Follow the tiny ship. I don't rightly know if we could just like fly ahead to where it's supposed to land and that would be fine, but there we are. It works out. No eruptions from you, thank you. And is away.
Recover strength.
Alright, it takes us back again.
This island cries out in pain.
You've done it, champion. You've broken the unholy alliance between the Order of Night and Aj-Kahet. That creature of theirs has fled back to their queen. No doubt
Good stuff.
with tales
Thank you,
of
team.
your fearsome heroism.
Let's hand in what we can around here. Get that Delver's journey done by Elise.
I am listening. May the stars guide you.
How are we looking, Bran? Done with it.
What are
Okay,
your
Reno,
orders?
is there anything other than these different transmogs? There's a load of transmogs here. This is why I didn't want to spend all of these crystals straight away. There's a lot of them to get, though. That's well over the 20k we've got.
For the Alliance.
Finley. Oh, now we can buy these. Why they weren't there before? Other than the toys and bind on account gear. Mushroom hat. Fancy backpack. Bony helm. Candle hat. Backpack first. I think bony helm we could do something with on like a hunter set or something. We'll grab them all eventually. And the mushroom one because it's silly. We'll eventually get the really daft candle helm. I haven't even looked at customizing the dirigible at all.
Good to see you, Commander. See you later.
Just not felt the need to really use it. Right, we leave the weekly dungeon one for an alt.
What is your command?
Who's lowest? Council's lowest.
Faith, order. We must remember both.
There we go. Right, let's go see Dagran. See about new lore discoveries. Still need to do the Irvin intro at some point as well. Right, not new goodies will be revealed to us today.
Another puzzle to solve? Make sure to take notes.
The great Khaz'goroth revealed to me that the corrupting influence of the imprisoned old gods was affecting the world soul.
As expected.
To protect it, we had the Earthen construct the World Core, a vast chamber at the heart of the world.
Okay, so that's pretty
There,
new.
The world soul will slumber, with only the Titans to influence it.
Problem?
I must note a disturbing development. As they worked to greater depths, some Earthen began to behave erratically. This could not be countenanced. Most units were repaired and continued their work, but some began to physically change and crystallize. They named themselves Freygar.
There's some more insights to the Magni stuff, which we didn't really get.
These faulty units were so greatly affected that they rebelled against us, attacking and damaging the World Core.
Why did Baelgrim vault Magni up then if they're
In the
rebels?
course of studying them, it was determined that long exposure to the World Soul's energies led to the changes exhibited in their core directives. If we cannot prevent this from happening, it will prove catastrophic to not only the World Core, but to the Manifold itself. Measures must be taken.
So why did they use this old-ass model for it?
I do not recall this happening. That should not be. This world course seems as if it was a monumental undertaking.
Oh, Brimp's doubled up.
And the earthen malfunctioning? How would the World Soul's energy cause that? This is very confusing.
By the way, what does he mean by repaired?
Unclear. But what he said about the Thregar rebelling is most disturbing.
Yeah, they just seem like a positive.
Thregar? That's what they called Granda when he first got to Kazalgar.
We regard them as legendary
Yeah.
champions, almost demigods. To learn that their directives were just corrupted, that they were anomalies? Was everything we believed mistaken? Or even a lie?
Could the Titans maybe?
You don't suppose... If the Earthen were affected by the World Soul's radiation, the closer they got to it, could it be that it was actually trying to reach your people? Asking for help, like it did with my Granda, and undoing their directives? Was it actually giving them free will?
I do not know.
I mean, that sounds pretty spot on, Dagran. So they have a big old, essentially, Titan prison around the core of the planet, as well as the core way leading down to it and the manifold that used to connect them all. Again, all the more pointing towards the Titans meddling and foreshadowing into Last Titan. Why can I use the repository up here? I'm not even putting anything in it, it's just digging. Never mind. Ooh, a nice chunk of gold. Appreciate that. Right, let's head on over to Tanaris. Get these world bosses done, get ourselves wrapped up for the day. Interesting stuff. Oh. Renown reward.
Calibrated my prices to be
Moa crystals. Ooh. Potential to make a better bit of gear.
return.
There might be a way we can get ourselves a little higher item level to tackle the harder delves, potentially. Got to bear in mind the crafted gear cannot be upgraded, so you're kind of set at it, but it's not like we're getting those gilded crests. Only maybe find them with those maps. We had that 1 week where it was something like, oh, we're getting loads of these maps for a couple of weeks, and then we haven't seen any since. Ooh, just caught an event here.
Get ready for the next mount.
Oh, I definitely don't have the yak. Nay. Far too much gold. Not for all these folks, though. Might have just got the tail X of it.
We have
Nope, I got one of the regular stags. I didn't get the fancy one. I liked how much there was to collect in the Emerald Tree. Because even if I didn't go for it all, it's still good stuff. Nice to at least get one.
next we have
Oh, this one drops from spreading the light. Noted. Oh, give me an easy one. Come on, Abigail.
Get ready for the next mount.
No! That was a quest. I'm sure I did all of the quests back then. Was it a reputation quest, I wonder? Couldn't he say?
Get ready for the next mount.
Oh, hey, that one I can do. It's a cool mount. Remember they announced this as one of the anniversary awards, and I was like, well, I'm not missing this one, and sub just for that month to get it done.
Up next, we have...
Don't think I've got this. Oh, no, I do. May have got it over remix. Hey, and there's our celebration quest sorted. I'd never be the one to win one of these, though. I do not have enough mounts.
Up next, we have...
I only did the intro quest for this synthesis thing because it was when I resubbed at the end of Shadowlands before Dragonflight. Fancy model though. It's something to go back to one day. Oh, I got this one. See how much bronze we get when we get to the end of this, now that it's repeatable with the 100 collected achievement.
Get ready for the next mount.
The blue one.
Up next, we have...
Didn't even remember a blue one. Again, didn't do too much in Zarolek. Oh, don't have my Michelle either. Three more.
Up next, we
Ooh.
have...
It's not even in my list. No. And yet everyone has one. Where did the magenta cloud serpent come from? Again, assuming it's not in the list, it's no longer obtainable.
Next, we have...
And this is another one that's not on the list. So I assume unobtainable, which seems odd.
Get ready for the next mount.
Hey, and we got one more. That's fine. I'll take it. Looks like this week the NPCs haven't changed again, so whether that was something they said in interviews and then never ended up being part of the plan, or was misquoted somewhere. A shame. It's just nice to see a load of the NPCs again.
See who won.
Cruel one.
Come back later for another round of Mount Mania.
Let's go get these world bosses done. So yeah, I should probably swap to tanks so it's easier for inviting people in. Shouldn't take too long. Equip my shield. Remember to do this lightsmithing thing. There we go. Hey, it's filling up quick. Oh, very quick. Go with a few healers, we'll be fine.
Do not proceed. You will be illuminated.
Well, he's going. They're fighting. We're full, not full. There, go. Let's see if people follow on the next two. That'd be ideal. Get body Doomwalker. This old Emerald Dragon seemed way scarier. Alright, that's one. See if folks follow on. Aye, the herd. Caravanga's mind control a little bit more troublesome.
It's too far away.
Yes! Bring your rage to bear! Try to strike me down!
Pretty straightforward, other than occasionally people get mind controlled. Made it a problem soloing in Remix. Sometimes it would just be, it's over. Keep him taunted. There we go. That's one token per kill. Get me out of combat game. Why? I want to fly to the next one. There we go. We're good. To the bubble. I like a lot of the vibe of Protection Paladin. I've always enjoyed tanking on them on the times I've did. This whole Lightsmith seems to work pretty well. The different sound effects and, as I say, just the vibe of it I like. All of the angels.
Sustains me.
There we go. We've got people at the stand on the damn thing. Stop lunging, you stay here. Ah! Put me down! Thank you. A laggy throw. Wings, hammer, more shield tossing. Try and do a touch of off healing. And it goes. GG everyone. Slap myself back on a ret. There we go. Done and sorted. Doesn't take long at all. I'm going to drop one between them though. It seems like there's no reason to go back and fight the ones that aren't part of the weekly if they're only going to drop one at a time. And the fastest way to farm them seems to be just time walking dungeons, but given how many the weeklies give us, complete non-issue. Let's hand them all in. Transfer what bronze I can from my alts' earlier efforts. Cheers, Chromit. Thank you, Moira.
Do you have anything I need to know? You may take your leave.
Other dude.
You need something?
Isaac.
Be careful. See you around. Have a good one.
Leave the honor one for our dwarf. Not a value. think before we get more anniversary sets, where is the...
Looking for something special?
Who sells those Blizzard-specific ones?
Your gold is welcome here.
Is it you on the trinkets? It is. Ah, I hate the fact the ring's a toy and not a transmog, but might as well get them. The pet that'll do me, I am less bothered by. I'm not a big pet collector. But this Blizzard service stuff is very cool. Very fancy. Lots of potential transmogging. And just because it's not going to be back, maybe we grab the ring as well. Why not?
Spirits be with you, man.
Isn't it nice? Big old chunky ring. Maybe someday they'll do something with rings and transmog, but we'll make do with that for now. I'd be interested to bob over at story time if we hadn't discovered, oh, there's only the 3. Crying shame. You were the fella who had, all of the weapons and stuff. I've nowhere near enough time warp badges for him though. Let's see what alts have. You transfer all yours over. You transfer all yours over. Anyone else have some? Hey, old Shaman does. Anyone else? Oh yeah, we got some from a load of different alts. Thank you, warbands. Didn't expect to be able to grab many of these. Odd that most of them just have about 400 apiece. All the old alts. Then Wolf has 65.
I have all
cool.
the time in the Isles.
Not as bothered by the hippogriff, it's transmogs. Whole arm version or the staff version for a scythe. Fancy druidy one. The Spyro shield. Fancy dagger. Rock shield I'm less bothered by. Oddly druidic looking Naru book. A nice texture. Here in store stave I think will go well with his mage. Spyro shield I like quite a bit. And then you get a Naru book.
This is when you leave.
Lovely. We transfer what tokens we've got over from alts. 52 from our PvP into what? My goodness. 13 from her just doing those dungeon runs. It's 125, which means
I have just the thing for you.
A good number of these. Definitely want the druid one. And the others are all kind of in a similar vein for me. The Evoker one's pretty cool. Warlock one did pretty well.
You will be eliminated. Do not proceed.
Can buy 3 more, and that leaves 2. Man, get these out of the way. The Warrior's last on the list. That's for damn sure. Hunter, Priest, and the very favourable Rogue one. Then look at that. Just 3 of them left to do.
Greetings, traveler.
Then any more bronze we get thereafter, we can just exchange for time walking tokens once other stuff's been got. Awesome. Well then. All that said for the day. Thank you very much for watching. Made a lot of progress there. For all those who've come along live and those who'll watch later, cheers for giving me your time. If you enjoyed yourselves, don't forget to hit that like button. Get these videos, my content through the algorithm so more folks can come join this community and enjoy games with us. You can subscribe for more content here on the channel. We're at 9 AM UK time, the World of Warcraft on the weekday mornings, 6 PM in the evenings where we play other games. At the moment, Dragon Age the Veilguard. We'll be getting through all of that for a good while before we move on to other stuff. You can find playlists to all the games we've already gotten through right here on the channel, a little playlist button to binge at your heart's content. So until next time folks, much love, take care, and bye bye.